Well, I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Fight's not with you, Holiday.
I beg to differ, sir. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember?
I was just fooling about.
I wasn't.
And now, our feature presentation.
Dude, what were you just doing on your phone just now? Liking what type of shit, sir?
Well, see, my girlfriend, who knows me very much, and I love you, baby, if you're listening, send me this picture right here. Let me show Shag first, then I'll explain it.
Oh my
I'll
god,
explain
fuck
it to,
you.
It's a picture of Godzilla and Kong. Sure, it's Kong. Saying, Godzilla, I am literally a walking nuclear power plant. What is your ability, monkey?
I have fucking opposable thumbs, asshole. Your man's got a fucking axe to the face, by the way. How do you feel about that?
It's all right. You gotta sell the pay-per-view.
You're right. Every fucking thing is wrestling.
Exactly.
Everything is wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, yet again, your boy, Shaggy Black, and welcome to another rip-rousing episode of Cinema Villains.
I like that word, rip-rousing.
Rip-rousing?
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I looked at it like a thesaurus. Thesaurus?
Hey,
Thesaurus? The T word. Thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
A book.
Stegosaurus. That's a dinosaur.
That's a dinosaur.
With spikes.
Anyway, alongside me is Mr. Jose. Shit, what was I gonna call you today?
Oh hell!
Oh man, Jose Earp.
Sure, I was like,
Yeah, we are scrambling. No, I don't feel I can't call you Jose Earp because I know how you feel about the Earp boys.
how do I feel about your boys?
Jose Ringo. There we go. Jose Ringo. How's that? That's better.
Lunger.
What?
That's why he keeps calling fucking Doc Holliday that the whole fucking movie. He's like, okay, Lunger.
Because of his fucking
Apparently, that's what you called people with TB back then. Lungers.
That's weird.
Because their lungs are going out, I guess. I don't know.
Man, speaking to the mic, bro.
I'm speaking into the mic. What are you talking about?
You weren't just speaking to the mic just then?
Yeah, I was.
I just looked at you.
I'm drinking.
You ain't even drink yet.
Because you keep...
Go ahead and drink.
Okay, thank you.
Meanwhile, while he's tasting a tasty beverage.
Very tasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode is, or whatever time you're listening to this, today's episode is I'm really trying to watch how I'm saying one of my favorites, but it again is...
Take a drink for every time Shaggy says.
You will have liver poisoning by the time by the time you get through this. This is episode 20, by the way.
Hey, we made it. I was just about to remind you. We made it.
Thank you.
To 20.
20 episodes
We did
in.
it.
We did it, guys.
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
it.
we did it.
I didn't kill him.
Yeah. No, we haven't fully reviewed Jason X. That's why.
When that day comes, one of us won't be here.
Hennessy and Four Loko.
No, that's actually fucking Godzilla, though. I thought we were doing Godzilla and Kong with Hennessy and Four Loko.
Oh, I guess we're fighting. I guess we really are.
You might hear an audio sound of me cracking a chair over this man's head. Wow! And God help you if I turned on Pastor Troy's No More Playing GA because it'll be just fighting in here. Like just just any of like Little John's music, like from like, and I say that because like the
Little
first thing that
John's
popped,
music.
first thing that popped up, and then like little fucking scrappy shit too, like just
Do
all
you
types
want
of
a problem?
yeah, no, that all that coming from your mouth is just horrible. Please don't do that again.
Hey man, I saw him in concert once. It was nice.
Anywho,
We used to go to the club back in the day. Oh, man.
anywell,
Jose's youth. Back when I went to the clubs.
bitch, they had clubs in the 80s.
Yes. That's right.
I
Looking
know
around,
this is we're struggling. Anyway, like I said, today's episode is Tombstone. It is one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite westerns.
I was just about to ask, is it your favorite Western?
It is my favorite
okay,
Western.
Yes.
It is my favorite Western. I think following that would probably be after, you know what, after watching a few Westerns a few years ago, it was going to be, my old favorite was A Fistful of Dollars.
Okay.
Now it is Tombstone. Fistful of Dollars I can kind of watch, but then like until it kind of gets to a certain point, I'm like, I love my spaghetti westerns.
Yeah.
People wonder, I was like, why would you pick A Fistful of Dollars when like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is so much better movie? It's because Fistful of Dollars is one of the first ones I seen.
Yeah.
And that one had a whole thing. But when I watch I can watch Tombstone any fucking day of the week.
Yep.
Like that shit can be put on and I'm watching it.
Yeah, this is a great movie.
This movie,
Absolutely fantastic.
yes, this movie is chock full of. It has a lot of fucking actors and actresses.
Man, yes.
This is loaded with talent.
Loaded.
Movie is loaded with talent. Of course, you know Val Kilmer is Val Kilmer. Let me see. Can you name all? Matter of fact, I just gave you one. Can you name the entire like starring cast? Like just the first four that's on the box.
Okay, so that's Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I know Bill Paxton, Sam Elliott. I don't know.
There you go.
I couldn't think of his name.
There
I was
you
like,
go.
no, the dude.
I was like, because he looked at me panicking, ladies and
I was
gentlemen.
like, I can't believe I forgot his name. I was like, wait.
Yeah, he looked at me panicking, and then he just realized he's like, "Oh shit, Sam Elliott." Like, and
I
for
couldn't,
those,
I couldn't think of his name. Because you know what? I have a bad habit of getting Sam Elliott and Chris Christopherson mixed up.
ooh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
They're both kind of the Marlboro Man to me.
Yeah.
Like I can't. It's sacrilege, but that's just.
It wasn't until this movie when Sam Elliott.
I get my white people confused.
Yeah.
That's just what that is.
It wasn't until this movie when Sam Elliott grew his mustache and never shaved that motherfucker.
Exactly.
He still has that mustache to this day.
He needs to. Like it's like to this day, man. He just. Matter of fact, what movie what movie was he in that I really enjoyed him in, and it just cemented in my mind that he was a Marlboro Man. I think it was, and I fucking own this movie. It was it starred
The Big Lebowski?
No.
Oh.
It was it starred who would later be Two-Face in the Nolan verse.
Oh.
Thank you for smoking or thank you for not smoking.
Oh,
It's one of
okay.
those.
Yeah.
Like I remember that, and he was the OG Marlboro Man in that fucking movie, and he was suing the tobacco company because of what happened. But we're getting far off track. Jose, why did we pick this movie tonight?
I don't know, because you wanted to watch it. No, I'm joking. No.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Because, no, this is one of the best Westerns ever. And, of course, here on Cinema Villains, we love talking about our villains.
Yes.
And this movie has a handful of villains.
Not one.
But mostly two.
But two.
Really big villains.
Yes. Not one, but two. You have a smorgasbord of villains here.
Smorgasbord.
Yes.
I like that word, too.
Yes. We have, like Curly Bill. I don't know why I was about to say Curly Billy, but it's Curly Bill.
Yeah.
And Johnny Ringo.
Johnny Ringo.
We both, at first when we watched this movie, we both had our favorites. At the end of the movie, are they still going to be our favorites?
We'll see.
We don't know. You just got to tune in to find out. You know how we do things. But this one is one of those rare occasions where me and Jose might not be on the same page when it comes to who's the villain. Who's the better villain in this?
Oh, yeah.
So we will find out towards the end.
We gonna find out.
When it comes to Tombstone, I remember growing up and my dad, God rest his soul, loves Westerns. Absolutely loves them. Like, I think if Western was a child, he probably wouldn't claim it. But I'm just saying. No, but he fucking loved those Westerns. So it was like between this and between Tombstone and Unforgiven was like replayed tapes in the house.
Yeah.
Now, for all of those out there who will pick Unforgiven over Tombstone, I understand why you would do that, but I understand you like to be wrong. So that is okay with me.
Yeah.
Unforgiven is not a bad movie. It's just not Tombstone.
No.
So, yeah.
Did you say what your favorites are? What would you rank? Do you have like a top 5 off the top of the dome?
Off the top of the dome, I can try to shoot. I don't think I'm going to say no order in particular.
Yeah.
Tombstone, Fistful of Dollars, 310 to Yuma, the remake.
The remake, yes.
Oh shit. Oh my god. It was oh my god, it was a fucking it was 3 motherfuckers in this movie and I can't remember, like, it was oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna I have 2 more.
Yeah.
One of them was Quentin Tarantino brought over. It was like a spaghetti western but a samurai movie.
Oh, it was fucking Japan's Django. I can't think. It's called Django.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's that one, and then there was another fucking movie that came out, like it was called The Western or some shit. I gotta find out what it is, but like I have those are my 3 right there. I have 2 more. I can literally tell you kind of what they were about, but like when it comes down to it, I can't for the life of me think of the names right now.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you?
I can give you 3 if you want me to.
Go ahead. Yeah,
definitely Tombstone number 1.
Okay.
Actually, I could do Tombstone number 1, number 2, The Quick and the Dead.
Okay.
That motherfucker slaps.
Okay.
Goddamn, we gotta do that movie too one day. And then 3, not a fistful of dollars, but for a few dollars more.
Okay.
The last one, part 3 of that trilogy. Yeah.
No. Part 3 of that few dollars more was the second one.
Was that the second one?
It was the second one because the last one is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I have the fucking set over there.
Is that the last one, really?
That is the last one.
Oh, wow. I thought that was the first for some reason.
That was the more popular one.
I guess that's why I assume it's the first.
No, it's the more popular one.
Yeah, but definitely a few dollars more.
Yeah, a few dollars more is the second one.
Yeah, that one is...
It goes a fistful of dollars, a few dollars more, and then Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Right.
It is going to kill me. I'm going to figure out those other 2 Western movies. Trust and believe. I'm going to,
the Magnificent Seven?
Huh?
Is it the Magnificent?
No, it's not.
I have not even seen the Magnificent Seven.
Only
because I've seen Seven Samurai. And everyone's like, it's the same shit.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, so
no, it's not the Magnificent Seven. It's fucking. If my man Luther was here, shout out to you, Luther, if you ever listen to my show. He's my old roommate.
Yeah.
Him and another friend of mine, Frank, another friend I had, they put me onto these fucking movies.
Yeah.
And like, I can't for the life of me remember these. One was like a spaghetti western, and the other one was like.
Yeah.
3 brothers, but they were like, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
But those had shapes in like what I liked and what my westerns were, and I fucking loved them. And why did Shanghai Noon pop into my head? I will never fucking know. Jesus Christ, it's not Shanghai Noon.
Right?
It's not in that.
Oh, I forgot about Young Guns too. We were talking
Young
about
Guns
that
is good.
That's
Young
a good
Guns,
one. Yeah.
Young Guns is good. Like I do like Young Guns. Young Guns was like the Western version of Lost Boys to me.
Hey, yeah, that's pretty cool.
But at the same time, they weren't as impactful.
Right.
As Tombstone and like fucking Tombstone and 310 to Yuma, especially. Like that one, I guess because the villains were in that shit was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like just c'est magnifique.
Hey.
When it comes to that. But like those, like, but yeah, my dad would watch these westerns and I would fucking love them. Like these are like really good. It was like you had the bad guys who were like really entertaining.
Yeah.
The good guys were actually good. They weren't like, goody two shoes or anything like that. They were kind of like rough and gruff and like, hey, we're gonna bring the law back here. Even the ones that were the law list, they were kind of like, we have some type of honor code.
Yeah, exactly.
Like those are the one thing I like about westerns. Like the same thing I like about samurai movies. Like they just have a code.
Right.
They just have a code of what they live by, and they're like, look, man, you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you.
Right.
You kill one of my guys, I kill one of your guys. It's a wrap. We done.
Exactly.
And but when something happens, they just go Rambo. They just go ham.
Right.
And it's the greatest shit ever. Jose, it's really gonna bother me. So can you stall for a minute while I actually go look at what these fucking movies are real quick?
Yeah, what do you want me? Well, I'll talk about everything. Hey guys, did y'all know?
Yeah, go ahead.
that-
Anything. Give me 30 seconds. Go.
30 seconds.
At least 30.
So here we go.
Give me actually in Black folk time. That's actually like 3 minutes. So go ahead.
No, but yeah, but back
Filibuster,
to-
filibuster.
Same shit like you said. I had a homeboy. Shout out to homeboy Wade if you're listening. He got me into all these westerns. He got me into a few dollars more. It's funny because one day he like, I guess he just assumed I wouldn't watch The Good and Bad and the Ugly, and so I was like, "Hey man," so I watched that movie finally, and I was just telling him shit about it, and he had just the biggest shit-eating grin. He's like, "I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think you would actually go watch them," but I was explaining like, "Nah, man, that motherfucker made me walk through the desert barefooted." And he'd have died. He'd have got shot in the end. That's Good, Bad, and Ugly. But yeah, that's pretty dope. Westerns are dope. Like I said, we're gonna do The Quick in the Ditch. God damn it, we're gonna do it. That's Sam Raimi. We're fucking doing it.
Would you fucking do this?
We're fucking doing. We'll do it, baby. We'll do it. No, but yeah, but shout out to Tombstone. This movie was on repeat. Well, it wasn't on repeat, but it played a lot in my household when I was younger. I remember this came out on HBO. It was an HBO staple. The HBO Saturday nights.
Yeah,
For
this
back in
shit
the day.
did- now that you say that, this shit did play on like TV a lot. A fucking lot.
And if I know this plays on the History Channel too, quite a bit. Even though it's kind of history, it did.
And TBS?
Yeah, TBS showed it a lot. I know that. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Did you find them yet? Still looking?
Like the funny thing is, I've seen a lot. Like Bone Tomahawk was one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. That was another one I like.
Oh, yeah.
But also there was I forgot. There's another one on here that Django was definitely a fucking western technically,
Oh, yeah.
but like it's not my favorite. But I'm gonna find it. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Django. There's also all the original Djangos too.
Yeah.
All those shits.
It is going to drive me batshit insane. Is it Diablo? It's not Diablo. It's not fucking Diablo. What?
Is it the good, the bad, and the crazy?
That might actually be
Does it
the
have
Tarantino one.
No. Does it have the dude who plays Storm Shadow in the G.I. Joe movies?
No.
Okay, never mind. I thought that might have been it.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
I can't think of it. He's in I Saw the Devil. I'm sorry for not remembering your name.
Yo, it's funny. This movie should be about Tombstone, but like we have
But
literally
Shaggy
gone
has
on
gone, and he
on
is
a tangent.
He is on a mission.
A tangent to find these fucking like mission of Western because it's going to bother me. It is literally going to bother me. And what's going to end up happening is I'm not going to find it because the drinks have taken hold, and I'm not going to end up finding it, and then I'm going to have to post about it. And then I know True Grit was one of them, but True Grit, I like True Grit, but it wasn't my fucking favorite. And a lot of people, fucking Hateful Eight, Bone Tomahawk,
The Hateful Eight. Yeah, Hateful Eight's good.
fuck, man.
That one.
Yes!
See, thank you.
Western Django. Yes, that one.
Shit.
Suzaki.
Sukiyaki Western Django.
Yeah, Sukiyaki Western Django. That's one, and it's another one. I
Okay,
can't remember
I
what
had
time.
to-
What year did that come out?
This came out 2007.
Okay, so it has to be 2008. It has to be like because it was right around the same time.
Yeah, because this is the movie that boy brought over Tarantino.
Yeah, because Tarantino, like I remember how that.
Isn't he? He like in it for like
He's
a
in it.
second.
He's
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
He's in it in the beginning.
Yeah, there you go.
He's in it in the beginning, and he because he's opening. He's like talking about the song. He's talking about the movies, and he's like, well, he's talking about like what would have happened in the movie. He kind of introduced it. Good and the Bad and the Weird is another one. And if I can't find this other
That's
movie,
the one I was talking
yeah,
about.
Good,
That
Bad,
one.
and the Weird is another one. And if I can't find this, it's gonna be. Excuse me. It's gonna be one of the ones I'm gonna end up like having to fucking.
Hey, it's directed by
Balking out.
Takeshi Miike too.
Let's see. Hold on. What is it?
Takashi Miike, my bad.
Yeah, no, that movie was fucking great. Like that was a really good one. And like, but what is it? The funny thing is, the one thing is selling me right now. If I can't remember what the movie is, then it probably wasn't good. And I'm like, that's
not
that's harsh.
necessarily true, but
That's it's been a while since I've watched it. But okay,
I haven't seen this movie in fucking years.
dude, it is
It's been so long since I've seen it. I didn't realize the main dude is
The Proposition.
The Proposition. Okay.
Yes, The Proposition. It came out in 2005, and it fucking starred Guy Pearce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, The Proposition.
Well, there you go.
Yes, thank you. Now we can get on with this.
Shaggy is fucking satisfied.
Yes, Sukiyaki, Western Django, The Proposition, Tombstone, 310 to Yuma, and fuck, I forgot the other one. No, Fistful of Dollars.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. That would have driven me insane.
Cinnamon Villains go to completion for you.
Yes. The funny thing is, while I was looking those up, there was a lot of other fucking westerns that
popped up. Yeah, I know. I saw that too. I was like, ooh.
I was like, oh fuck, I can add this. I was like, oh shit, that counts. Oh wow, I fucking like this one. And I'm like, nah, I like these other ones, man. Like I like these other ones a lot better, man. Like it's just, but The Proposition was so good. Also, bonus, the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Okay, there you go.
I did like that too.
Nice.
But again, we've stalled enough.
We have rambled.
We have rambled enough. We have rambled good. So it is time for a tale of the tape.
Tale of the tape. Bum, bum, bum. Tale of the tape.
That is not the theme song for this, man. You are not going to do this. This is not what we're going to do. So Tale of the Tape, obviously, you know, is brought to you in part where we don't have a sponsor yet. Maybe you could be a sponsor. Who knows? It could be down the road. But this Tale of Tape, obviously, we get from our lovely friends at Villains a Wiki. Actually, from villains.fandom.com. First villain that we're going to cover in Tombstone will be Curly Bill Brocious. And the funny thing is, they don't really have a lot to say about Curly Bill here.
Oh, wow.
I'll just read. Obviously, he was portrayed by the late Powers Booth. And he is the main antagonist in the movie Tombstone and is the leader of the outlaw gang, the Cowboys.
There you go.
Now, the funny thing is, because we definitely forgot to mention this ahead of time, this is one of the first movies. This is actually the first movie that we've covered here on Cinema Villains that is really based on real life people.
Yes, these villains that we are describing are real people.
Yes. So while I typically go off of Villains Weekend to give us a breakdown, there actually is not a lot for Curly Bill.
Okay.
However, when I go to the other villain on here, which is Mr. Johnny Ringo.
Yeah.
Mr. Ringo, I believe, does have some information about him here. As soon as the page loads up, whenever it feels like doing it. William Brocious was born in 1845 and died in 1882. Had a number of conflicts with lawmen of the Earp family, and was named one of the individuals who participated in Morgan Earp's assassination. Deputy U.S. Marshal Wyatt Earp and a group of deputies, including his brother Warren Earp, pursued those they believed to be responsible for Morgan's death. The Earp posse unexpectedly encountered Curly Bill and other cowboys on March 24th, 1882, in Iron Springs, present-day Mescal Springs. Wyatt killed Curly Bill during a shootout. In his journal written in October 1881, George Parsons referred to Brocious as Arizona's most famous outlaw.
There you go. That was actually informative.
Yeah, it really was. That was kind of like one of the first Villains Wikis that we've done, and it actually kind of said some shit. Now, I actually go to Johnny Ringo, his full name being John Peters Ringo. Gang leader and outlaw is occupation. Let's go to the powers and skills. High intelligence and gunslinging. Hobbies is gunfights and killing for fun.
Hey.
Goals, obviously, to take over Tombstone, Arizona. And kill the Wyatt Earp family and Doc Holliday. His crimes, robbery and murder. Sorry, there's not a lot of stuff to go off in this list, so there's no deep breath here. And then the type of villain he is a psychopathic criminal.
Hey.
Jose?
What up?
You know what time it is. You got to hit these lovely people with the synopsis.
Synopsis for Tombstone, 1993. A successful lawman's plans to retire anonymously in Tombstone, Arizona, are disrupted by the kind of outlaws he was famous for eliminating. It's kind of a weak synopsis, IMDb, but hey, that's what they give me to work with.
Considering that this is like a Western here, there probably wouldn't be a lot of shit that we could use, so that sucks. But it's all right, because this movie was fantastic. Tombstone, directed, sorry about that loud slam there, directed by George P. Cosmatos. If I said his name wrong, I apologize. This movie had a budget of $25 million. Jose, do you want to take a guess at what it took in at the box office?
I want to say this movie was a hit, so I'm gonna say $100 million.
Oof.
No, I was wrong. Don't tell me that.
Somewhere close to that, half of that. It was on a budget of $25 million, but only brought home $56.6 million.
Oh, so it doubled, but yeah.
It doubled, but it wouldn't. I can't necessarily say it was a box office hit.
Right.
However, it did do well. It is a cult classic, and it did do well,
like in the home video,
and like DVD, and also like DVD sales. Also, did really do bonus trivia. It did get an award for in the MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, so it was.
Hell yeah, MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah, it got nominated for MTV Movie Award for Best Male Performance, and actually, it got nominated for Best Male Performance and Most Desirable Male, and both of those were Val Kilmer.
Hell yeah, Val Kilmer.
The cast of Tombstone is a very large cast, so I'm only going to focus on the people that we really kind of gave a shit about.
Yeah.
So, whoops, wrong button.
Well, he will, and then I'm going to list down this cast real quick. I'm not going to tell you who they played, though, but
yeah,
just
so
to show you who's all in this goddamn movie.
Obviously, Jose named 4. We got Val Kilmer playing Doc Holliday. We got Kurt Russell playing Wyatt Earp. Sam Elliott is playing Virgil Earp. Michael Bean is playing Johnny Ringo. Bill Paxton, the late Bill Paxton, is playing Morgan Earp. The late Powers Booth is playing William Curly Bill Brocious.
Mm-hmm.
Dana Delaney is Josephine, Josie. Stephen Lang, yes, that Stephen Lang is playing Ike Clanton. Billy Bob Thornton is Johnny Tyler. Michael Rooker is Sherman McMasters. Charleston Heston makes a pop up as Henry Hooker.
Yeah, he's in this movie for like 2 minutes.
And
tops, and there's just so many other people. Jason Priestley's in this movie. John Tenney, Thomas Hayden Church. I think that's the one I always forget is in this movie. I think it's Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, Thomas Hayden Church. You can't miss that face.
Yeah, and then Billy Zane is in this movie.
Billy Zane.
Harry Carey Jr. Robert Mitchum is the damn narrator. Frank Stallone. Fucking Terry O'Quinn, that's the dude from Lost.
I like how we try to figure out who the fuck Frank Stallone was.
Yeah, we
both were baffled.
Yeah, Terry O'Quinn, dude from Lost, is in this. Fucking just that's about it as far as character actors that we know and love. Let me scroll down, make sure I don't miss no one. Someone kick my ass. No, that's about it.
So we're going to try something different here at Cinema Villains. No, not to scare you. But this one was kind of we've done long movies before. However, this movie being based pretty much based on real characters, but kind of sort of elaborated in this case, there is going to be a bunch of stuff that we're going to skip over. Not because we don't want to cover it, but because either it's not really going to help us explain the story so much. Also, it'll help us get keep y'all from going over let's be honest here. Our last couple episodes have almost been 2 hours.
Yeah.
And while you guys have loved listening to every word we say, we kind of want to give you guys a break.
Yeah.
Nothing that's now we're going to be covering as much as we can with this, but some of the first parts are going to be what we're going to do is just have character introductions versus going by the entire plot line for the movie. At least the first half. And then by the time we get into the second half, we will explain pretty much what's going on in the movie, like we've always done.
Yeah.
Also drunkenly explain these things, because I pretty much slammed that a little cocktail that I had.
Yeah, you did.
So Jose's babysitting his. Mine is completely gone, and I want to make another one, but I'm probably going to make something else.
Oh.
Probably margarita, because look at this motherfucker trying to slam his shit. As soon as I said more booze, he's like, "Oh yes, yes."
I didn't know it. I didn't know if we were doing one or not. That's why I was like, hey, let me.
Hey man, you gotta drive. I do not. So
I drive better drunk. No, I'm sorry.
Whoa,
Do not condone the
whoa.
I am lying.
I will throw your keys in the toilet.
Oh man, no.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'll throw them outside though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
It's like you can hear the sadness, like, profound sadness. Okay. So I guess, like I said, like we will be giving you the movie. We'll be doing a cover of the movie, and we will be doing we will do our normal shtick here that you guys are used to listening to. But just in this case, we do want you to watch this movie. There will be some spoilers, so this is probably the perfect time to put us on pause.
Pause.
Go watch this movie, and I believe it is going to be, if you have cable, it is going to be on the History Channel.
Yep.
But right now, it is also, I believe it is streaming for free on nowhere.
I about to say, I don't think it's anywhere.
Nah, it's on like cable television, but you can't stream it anywhere. Not yet, anyway. So if you got History Channel, if your grandparents or your parents actually have cable somewhere, take their login, steal it, and log into whatever you got, an iPad, a phone, a television, or Apple TV, or whatever contraption you have. Get their login information and watch this movie. It's really good. But all right, I guess we're gonna go in order of character. We're gonna go in order of like when the characters actually showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So the first ones we got, obviously we get an opening intro to what happened during that year and explaining what's happening with the Cowboys and turn of the century and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But first we get a pick. The first person we're introduced to is Curly Bill and the Cowboy Gang.
Yeah.
They just, and this is in Mexico. And
is this Mexico?
it's some dude. I want to say
Was New Mexico a thing back then?
it wasn't.
It wasn't. I
don't
don't
think
know.
it was.
We don't know.
Definitely, I'm not gonna look that up.
Well, it was after the Civil War, so I think it was actually shit.
Was it though?
Because they said after the Civil War.
I wasn't paying attention to that part. I'm not even lying.
Okay, I think so. Yeah, so it probably was in New Mexico.
Okay, so
I
if we're
wanna say-
wrong, please correct us.
When did U.S. kick Mexico out of U.S.?
That's crazy because I like to be a history buff
Yeah.
here, but like you are also asking me when I've had like alcohol in my system.
You're right.
So
Let's just ignore this.
Yeah,
They just run up on some Mexicans. Let's put it like that.
yeah. It was a church. It was
There was a wedding.
It was a wedding. Yeah, it was a lovely wedding. It was a Mexican wedding. Everybody was out there, but they run up on the church. Bill literally comes off of his horse, and this man dressed in like. But I looked at him, I thought, like, instantly when I saw that red, I was like, yo, he's Pancho Villa.
Yeah.
But no, it's not Pancho Villa, because he actually had a shirt on. But you had, Bill gets off his horse, and I believe him and the person getting married had beef. He says, hey, you killed one of us.
Two.
You killed two of us.
Yeah,
We'll
because he
kill
throws
y'all."
two flags. They all wear like these
Yeah.
bandana flags.
Yeah, they had like these like sashes, bandana like sashes that were red in color, and they were the first edition of the Bloods. But they had these sashes that they wore around their waist or they just to their person, tied them to their person.
Yeah.
And that's how you knew they were in that gang. And he threw down two sashes. So you took two of us, we take all of you, and people just start shooting. Like, start shooting. It was a massacre. Everyone's getting shot. And at that point, while people are getting shot, Bill's laughing, shooting. But we also get introduced to one Mr. Jonathan Ringo.
Yeah.
Jonathan Ringo.
Yeah.
Get introduced to John Ringo.
Yeah, because they would murder everybody. And then
Yeah.
it was like a priest just yelling shit in Spanish.
Yeah, and
they got like a Mexican dude with them.
Yeah, and he's trying to decipher, and what Bill was trying to tell him, Bill's trying to say, hey, man, can you tell him to get on his knees?
Yeah.
And he tells him in Spanish, get on his knees, and he's like, Bill, he's not going to do it. He's too prideful. He's like, okay, we can make him get on his knees. And he shoots him in the leg.
Yep.
Fucking shoots him in the leg. Because Bill's not about this shit. He's like, all right, man, you're not going to listen to me? All right, cool. You're going to listen to this bullet. Bam. Because a bullet is understand in every language. So, I believe at that point, dude's down, and he's like, looks at Bill, he's like, yo, I'll see you in hell. Like, he's like, go to hell. He says, Bill looks at him and says, you first. He fucking caps him.
Yep.
front of his wife. And I'm not even going to say what they did to his wife because I can only assume.
I think they just shot her.
Man.
Because they kind of drag her off, and then you just hear a gunshot. And that's it.
Yeah.
And Michael Rooker's with them, and he's not about that shit. You can tell.
Michael Rooker is not. Michael Rooker's character was like not feeling any of this.
He was not feeling violence towards women. He's like, no.
Nope. That is where I draw the line.
Yeah.
On top of that, this is where Mr. Ringo says, Mr. Ringo is like standing off in the distance. Now you know who Mr. Ringo is. If you want to talk about the every movie. One thing I've noticed over the 20 episodes we do, every movie has an edgelord.
Yeah.
Every single movie has an edgelord. You know who this episode's edgelord is?
It's Johnny
Mr.
Ringo.
Johnny
Yep.
Ringo. Because even in the Wild Wild West, you had edgelords. He was that guy.
Yeah.
So he there was, like Jose was saying, there was a padre sitting there and just talking in Spanish and pretty much condemning them.
Yeah.
Saying bad thing was going to happen to him, but in Spanish. And even and Bill looks at his compadre and just says, "Hey man, what is he saying?" And he says something about a sick horse.
Yeah,
or,
he's like something about a sick horse
or
or
something
pale
like
horse,
that.
I don't know.
I don't know. And Johnny looks at dude and is like, "Your Spanish
It's worse than your English.
is worse than your English."
And he's like, that's not what he said.
Because
And then he just walked off.
he was correcting him. Yeah, he was correcting him. So that's not what he said. And then he just and then Curly Bill was like, "Okay, what did he say?"
Well, because then they go to the table and they're like, let's eat, everybody.
Yeah,
And they just decide to eat their food.
Yeah, they're eating the wedding party's food. Like, they crashed a wedding, killed everyone, and started to eat their food. Padre is still going off. And then,
Johnny Ringo just turns around and caps him.
just without blinking, and just bomb, headshot,
Yeah.
just done. Dude just falls to the ground, dead.
Yeah, even
And-
Billy was like, God damn, that was a priest, man. What the
Yeah,
hell?
like, everybody kind of stopped and was like, damn. And Bill was just, all Bill could do was laugh at that
Yeah.
point, because he's like, hey, man.
Yeah.
You a wild boy.
Exactly.
But then that's when Ringo kind of goes off and says, "Hey man,"
You're like, yeah, what did he say for real, man? Tell me.
he's like, "Hey, it was a Bible verse,
Yeah.
Revelations," and I'm like, "Oh, Bill's not just a crazy person; the motherfucker's smart too."
Yep.
And that's how you know they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly,
At least
right.
in movies, man, because holy shit. And Bill's pretty much going like, "Hey, you know." At this point we've established who runs shit and who, because at that point you see Curly Bill kind of was like, and like he like, hey, I'm top dog kind of, and then but you get Johnny Ringo's like he's the muscle,
Yeah.
but there's like a gang of them. I'm talking about these are probably what 10, 15 people.
Yeah.
I mean 10, 15 people coming out there, and then like in that gang at the time. And
Yeah,
then,
but in this opening scene, I guess you get the important ones because Thomas Hayden Church is there.
yeah,
Michael Rooker's there.
You get all the
Ike Clanton's there.
yeah,
Stephen Lang. Yeah.
You get the upper echelon. You get the upper echelon goons,
yeah.
and then you get the you don't get the henchmen until later, but you get the
Right.
goons. You get the oh
You
my
get the underboss and
yeah,
you get the boss.
you get the underboss, the boss, and then his fucking like his number two.
Yeah.
Like that is what you get there. Then like that was actually pretty much establishing who is evil here, but like at the same time you kind of when it gets on, when this movie keeps going, you get more information about them.
Yeah.
Next introduction we get was Wyatt and the Earp brothers, which is Wyatt, Virgil, and
Morgan. Yeah.
Thank you. Morgan is played by Bill Paxton. Virgil is played by Sam Elliott, and of course Wyatt is played by none other than Kurt fucking Russell.
You know, it's times like these, especially doing this podcast, when I realize Kurt Russell's kind of one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, he's up
been
there.
in a lot of movies I love.
Yeah, he's up there, man. He's up there
Yeah.
for me, dude. Like I don't blame you. Like it's a lot of shit that I've watched growing up, and he's been
He's in it. Yeah, it's crazy.
and I'm kind of like, I think I love him.
Yeah,
like
exactly,
that's
right?
like that's kind of like where I'm at with that. Like I'm right there with you, man. It's just like because he just gets on the screen, and it's not too much here. He's pretty much when he comes, like all you get is a train station. He's getting off on the train, and like this dude. One thing I'll say about this is probably one of my favorite Kurt Russell, not just moments, but fucking Kurt Russell roles. He establishes his dominance early.
Yes.
Like he's getting his stuff off the train, and that includes his horse. But he sees one of the dudes getting the horse off the train, but proceeds to beat it in the face
he's
with
kind of
him.
not listening to him.
Like,
so
well,
he's
yeah, it's bucking, and he's kind of like trying to get under control, so he's whipping it. Out of nowhere, fucking Wyatt Earp or Kurt Russell comes out of nowhere and just like straight up says, "Hey," grabs him, snags that shit, the whip from him, and starts hitting the motherfucker with it. He says, "Doesn't feel right, does it? Doesn't feel good, does it?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Nah." I was like, "Exactly. So cut that shit out, get out of the way, and I'll handle my horse." He didn't say that verbatim, but
pretty much, yeah.
But he established, because you slap me with a fucking look, bro. You slap me with a goddamn whip in my face.
Yeah.
It's fisticuffs. Mm-hmm. But this dude was like, no. He's like, he ain't want nothing. He ain't want none. So he pretty much you see that established dominance. On top of that, he gets someone at the train station to meet him there, and it's one of the it's a U.S. Marshal asking him to come back and be marshal. He's like, "Hey man, I got a job for you." He's like, "Nah, I'm retired."
Yeah.
He's like, "But yeah, man, you don't want to leave this here." Nope, I'm retired. I'm done. I don't want anything to do with this. I'm just here to make some money and go. I said, "But you can make money doing it?" No.
He's like, "Nah, I'm good, fam.
I'm good. They're trying to get him to come back to like just to be a marshal, and man didn't want that shit. He didn't want that. He didn't want that shit at all. And I don't blame him, because you like, look, man, I'm done with the job. I don't want to fucking come back.
Right,
I want to do something else. I want to have a fucking normal life. It's what he wants. Mm-hmm. So he gets him and his brothers are meeting up in the city of Tombstone, Arizona, to pretty much make money.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we got. Also, outside of this town, I mean, Kurt Russell, it's funny. Kurt Russell is probably like one of our favorite actors in this. But our next fucking guy.
Oh, God, yes.
That we are introduced to is none other than probably my fucking favorite, motherfucking Doc Holliday.
Oh, he's everyone's favorite in this movie.
Oh, my
dude.
God,
yes.
dude. Oh, my God. Doc Holliday, played by Val Kilmer, who... I even told Jose, I was like, there's only 2 fucking roles I love Val Kilmer in, and this is me coming as a Batman fan. I loved him is this and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Favorite fucking Val Kilmer roles, period. Hands down.
Nah.
And I kind of figure out which one's my favorite out of the 2, but I think it's probably Tombstone. It's definitely Tombstone.
Follow closely about Bruce Wayne.
No. Anywho.
Or the Saint?
No. I'm not picking the Saint. You can say the Saint. I'm not saying the Saint.
Jim Morrison?
No. Nah.
I'm trying to think, what, the Ghost in the Darkness guy?
No, man, what was it? You know what? No, Tombstone.
He was like a train builder.
I don't even know what he was something. They just hunt lions.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you see Doc Holliday sitting at a card table playing poker. And pretty much this man has the way with words, slick talker, supposed to be from the South. I mean, it's all there. It's so fucking good. Because he's sitting at that table playing cards, and you know he's cheating. You know he's fucking cheating. He's good at cards, but he's also good at cheating. So you know he's fucking cheating. And someone calls him out on it, and he fucking gets into a fight with him.
Yeah.
And, like, the whole thing is he fucking, like...
He's like, "Oh, we not friends." He's like, "I don't think my heart could bear it."
Yeah, like, I don't think my heart can bear it.
Yeah.
Like, he has, like, Val Kilmer's fucking southern accent in this whole fucking movie was incredible to me.
Yeah, he had to make sure he had, like, an aristocratic southern accent.
Yes.
That's what he was going for.
Yes, it was really fucking well done. He fucking, but he gets up a dude, he stabs a guy, and the chick that looked like she's working at the place actually isn't working at the place. She's with him, and they're fucking robbing a joint. It's stick 'em up. It's a stick up.
Yeah.
Fucking legitimately robbing the joint of like the money from all the fucking gambling in that fucking saloon.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna do anything because it's one of those things. Like, what y'all gonna do? Whoop my ass? You can't whoop my ass. None of y'all can faze me. Y'all already know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
So like they take the money. She tells him that she's got all the bags and stuff packed. So all they got to do is just get on the horses and dip. He takes the money. He's like, "Well, have a nice evening," and just and walks out the building. And when they get out of the fucking building, he's like, "Yo, forget the bags. We just get on the horses, get the fuck out of here." And they rode off They rode off. They just like that moment. That one moment is like, holy shit, he's so cool. He's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do my best not to gush about this man throughout this whole fucking review, but it might be hard. Pause. But it might,
damn.
But it might be difficult to not do because it's just it's gonna be, oh my god, so good. This fucking movie. The dialogue.
Yeah.
The fucking dialogue.
Dialogue is great in this movie.
Oh
God
my
damn.
god, dude. And like who got the better lines? It's like you would think Doc Holliday, but then fucking Kurt Russell with Wyatt Earp has some good shit too.
Yeah, he does.
It's insane on how fucking good this shit is. But yeah, that's typically the only characters you really gotta fucking care about.
Yeah.
So when the Earp family gets to the city of Tombstone, they just happen to get into an establishment, and I guess they're playing cards. If I can remember this part correctly, that's where we get to see.
Yeah, because they're scouting out locations.
Yeah, they're scouting out locations to figure out what they could do and everything.
Because the point is, they've retired, and now they want to make some money.
Yeah.
And they figure they can make money, at a gambling establishment
obviously.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, to kind of do that. And then all I remember, and I remember from this part, that they got into that, and they got into one of the saloons, actually gambling places, to fucking do all that.
Yeah, because they're like, it's pretty dead right here, man.
Yeah.
You figure this place be popping. It's like, well, no one wants to come in here because of that guy right there.
Yeah, and it was fucking Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton is Johnny Tyler.
Yeah, fucking Billy Bob Thornton sitting there playing a card game, and then fucking Wyatt gets in, fucking starts like talking cash shit to him. Mm-hmm. I've never seen Billy Bob get holed out in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, never seen him get holed out in a movie.
Right.
Except for this one.
Right.
This is like the
I
one.
think up until now, Billy Bob was just kind of like a character actor. Like, he would come in, like, do small roles here and there. Sling Blade hadn't came out yet.
Yeah,
it was.
Exactly. Sling Blade hadn't come out, and, then he wasn't in Monster yet. So,
yeah.
We had time. But, man, it got to the point to where, like, this man got hoed.
Yeah.
Like, Kurt, they locked eyes. Like, so after their disagreement at the card table, they locked eyes, and Kurt told him step up while slapping the shit out of him. And I'm not talking about, like, backhand slaps. He full face on palm fucking slapped this man's face several fucking times. To the point to where he started to bleed out of his mouth.
Yeah.
If you were bleeding out of your mouth after someone slapped you, either that person's heavy-handed as fuck, or they punched you.
Yeah.
Or you got gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
That
the gum disease known as gingivitis.
I
had to. Anyway.
I know. But yeah, no, he fucking makes him bleed. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, and Billy Bob's like, I can't believe you fucking made me do that. He's like, yeah, you're not going to be in here anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking grabs the dude by his ear and tosses this motherfucker out in the street and tells him to get.
Lights the cigar back up, and he's like, so, what sounds like 25% of house.
Yeah, he's fucking taking the percentages of what's being made. So I'm like, yo, that's boss as shit.
Yeah,
That's boss as shit. Then he fucking walks outside.
Tells his brothers, I found us a gig,
y'all. Found us a gig, y'all. We got us a place.
In the background, you see Buddy Bob with
a fucking shotgun come up, right? Mm-hmm. And then, lo and fucking behold, who steps out and fucking sees all this shit? Doc goddamn Holliday, fucking Val Kilmer. He's like, it's fucking like, why there? It's like,
no, because old dude Billy Bob's coming.
Billy Bob is like, walking his ass.
This motherfucker.
He's walking his ass up with a gun.
I was like, you just hear Johnny Tyler. He's like, what are you doing there with that shotgun?
It's fucking it's Doc Holliday. Call it out.
Yeah, he's like, Doc, I didn't know you were back in town.
Doc Holliday fucking said, Johnny Tyler, bro, that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah.
He fucking sits there, and then he realizes it's fucking a Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, because he didn't know it was Wyatt Earp.
He didn't know it was Wyatt. And it's like, Doc was like, hey, man, what's going on? They're chit-chatting and catching up. He's like, hey, I forgot what Doc said. Do you remember what Doc said to Wyatt?
I can't remember off the top of my head. It's just like, because he's like, ain't no money to be made. He said something about, I can't remember it. No, I can't do it justice.
Every time. Something like, he's just like, we can't, I'm not going to try to sit there and fuck it up because he says some shit like every time. And then they just kind of shake hands.
Yeah.
And they just start talking. It's like, hey, man, what are you doing here?
And old boy has just been there.
Yeah, he's just been there. And he's just like, and they're just talking and shit. So it's kind of like funny as fuck to just see that. And then Billy Bob is standing, Johnny Tyler, Billy Bob is standing there, like wondering what the fuck's going on. And Jose, I can't even fucking say it right. I want you to fucking do it.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Johnny. I forgot you were there. Go ahead and run along now.
They're like, run along now. And he fucking shoos him away.
Yeah, he's like, come on now. He's
And
like,
then fucking-
why? They're like, leave your shotgun while you're there too.
Leave the shotgun. And he's like, leave the shotgun while you're there. And then like he's like, go ahead now. He puts the shotgun down and like runs away. And I swear to you, that shit is the funniest goddamn shit that I've seen in this movie at this particular time. And it had no real business to be like that funny.
Yeah.
But it's just the way that I guess Val Kilmer carried himself at that particular moment to do that. So they're taking over the town. And I guess this is where we get like a little bit further down, we get the fucking love interest of a married man.
Yeah.
Get the love interest of Mr. For Wyatt Earp or Mr. Kurt Russell. That's when Janine, like, what was it? Janine? Damn, I fucking forgot her name already. Ooh. Josephine, yes.
Yeah.
Why do I want to say Jolene? Jolene.
That's also the fifth JoJo. Shout out to JoJo.
No, man. Stop it with your nerd shit.
JoJo.
Stop. We got a fucking show to do. You cut it out right now.
When Doc is playing the piano later on in the movie,
I swear to God, if it's a JoJo reference, I'm going to smack you.
I hope they do the JoJo. I need someone to Photoshop the little JoJo piano.
Dog, no. Anyway, you know, like that's when we get kind of like the introduction of Josephine, who is an actress. And they're going to be doing a show in the town later on. So in the town, we obviously see that we get some, you know, we see obviously we see the Cowboys, Curly Bill, and fucking like oh my God, Johnny Ringo. I am fucking struggling. Help.
Wait, what part are we on?
Oh my God, how bad are you? No, you're fucking on your phone.
I'm looking up trivia. You know, I got to make sure the trivia is doing good.
That doesn't look like trivia, sir.
Tombstone, see, IMDb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that other fucking window you got open?
I got no other window, bro. Look, it's all fucking Tombstone.
We can't. Okay, that definitely didn't look like Tombstone.
Well, those, you know, my stocks I'm trying to look into, you know.
Oh my God,
buy
dude,
stocks.
not you too.
Eat the rich, guys. No.
Eat the rich. But anyway, so the show goes on. So the show goes on later on that night, and then obviously the gang, the cowboy gang is there.
We meet Billy Zane, yeah. That's
yeah,
where we meet
Billy Zane. Yeah, Billy Zane's fucking one of the actors too, and he's actually dating Josephine.
No, he's not.
He's not?
No.
Who's dating Josephine though?
The random Marshall guy.
Oh yeah, Bean.
Yeah,
that
there you
dude.
go.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
Dude, this dude did nothing.
No, he was literally on the Cowboy side. That's why.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Ugh. Lame. But oh my God, dude, we got to do better, man. I'm getting my ass kicked by this shit.
No one told you to chug that fucking old fashioned like you're a fucking dying of thirst.
Fuck you, Bubba. This shit was delicious.
It was. I had to finish mine.
Fuck, man.
You know what helps us remember? You go make us another one, and I'll take over. Where are we at? We're at the bar saloon.
We're at the fucking saloon where we didn't get to the fun part yet. We're just getting to the fort that like everybody's in that fucking.
Everyone's in there. They're looking at fucking Billy Zane recite some Hamlet shit.
Hamlet? You mean fucking Faust?
No, that was the play later on.
Oh yeah.
He was doing Shakespeare. I don't know. I think it was some Shakespeare. I don't remember.
Yeah, I know that motherfucker almost called a bullet to the dome.
Yeah, because they're just shooting. The Cowboys are ignorant as fuck.
Yep. Bam! Just fucking shot. And this motherfucker's like, hey man, kudos to Billy Zane because he won't let that shit stop him.
Yeah, and then fucking they were like, man, that's the prettiest man I've ever seen. They were looking at Billy, and then they got a homeboy Jamie Presley.
Yeah,
I know that.
Who's the?
They call him sister boy, or sister brother.
Yeah, sister brother, because he's
a little on the flamboyant side. You could say.
Yeah, he does.
Well, shout out to this gay subplot because you didn't really get a lot of this in the early 90s.
No, you definitely didn't.
This was kind of like looked at him like,
And the funny thing is, while they kind of laughed, they said all they did was laugh. All they're doing is laughing at you.
Yeah.
Like realistically, he wasn't getting his ass whooped or nothing.
No, they
he
just clowned his ass.
They just clowned him.
And Curly Bill was always like, calm down, come sit next to me. Like he was always kind of protective.
Yeah,
of him.
kind of protective.
Like,
hey man, relax.
Yeah, it's good.
Relax.
And so, what do you think? Because they tell him like, what do you think, man? He's just starstruck. He
Yeah,
is,
he's like, that's the prettiest man I've ever seen.
yeah, and he's all like, oh, he's beautiful. Like he instantly, he's just
And Curly Bill is cracking up.
yeah, he's just laughing and
Curly Bill is cracking up, man. I do remember that shit. Like Curly Bill's like,
and then you get the Faust play and like, what the hell is this? And like,
Yeah.
oh, that's Faust. He's about to sell his soul to the devil. Which he goes, hey Johnny, would you sell your soul? And he's like, I already have.
I already have.
I'm just like, God damn.
Ooh, edgy.
Big edgelord, just like I already have. I'm like,
Edgelord tendencies.
Curly Bill's like, God damn,
Like, dude, it's the 1800s. What the fuck do you have edgelord tendencies already? God
Right?
damn, dude.
But yeah, you get that, and then the play ends, and it's revealed to be Josephine,
Yeah.
and
It's,
and now Kurt Russell is just
Fucking
enamored.
smitten.
Yeah,
And then, oh my God, yes. Kurt Russell's sitting there fucking enamored with Josephine. Meanwhile, he's sitting up there next to, your boy, like our boy, fucking Doc Holliday. Doc's
Yeah.
sitting there telling him, like, hey. He's like Kurt sees her and goes, I'll be damned. He's and fucking
Yes.
and
He's like,
fucking
well, I'll be damned. Yeah,
and fucking fucking Doc's in there say, oh yeah, you could be damned. All you
Yeah.
gotta do is go down there.
he's like, you could be lucky and down.
You could be lucky and damned. Dude, he pretty much fucking said the 1800 versions of shoot or shoot.
Yeah,
He's like, and only for Kurt to fucking look at him and be like, fam, my wife is right here, fam. Right here. He's like, ha 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 ha.
what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Like, dog,
dog,
cut it the fuck out.
like motherfucker, what the hell's wrong with you?
He's like, X-Day on the wifey.
Yeah, but then we get back to the casino, whatever.
I still say saloon.
It's a saloon.
I
You can
played
gamble in
enough. I
saloons
played
back
enough
then.
Red Dead Redemption to know like that's a fucking like saloons can definitely have like card tables and gambling and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Well, there you go. But yeah, so fucking they get back to there. Doc still talking shit to fucking Wyatt
Yes.
Earp.
Talking shit to him like, hey, bro,
He's like, so what you gonna do if that pretty girl comes in here? He's like,
Go-
I'm gonna ignore her.
I'm gonna ignore her. It's like she.
Yeah. He's like, I am an oak, right, or something like
Yeah,
that.
he's like, I am.
No. He says, he's like, no, I'll ignore her. And he's like, oh, I remember you said that. And so sure enough, as soon as she walks in,
He's like, son of a bitch.
he's like, oh hell, yeah.
And just,
But he does it. He ignores her.
He ignores her. He's like, yes,
And
sir.
that's when Doc Holliday comes. He's like, I stand corrected, Wyatt. You are an oak, sir.
He's like, you are an oak, my friend.
Yeah.
Like just southern and shit, like a
Yeah.
southern dandy, but he's not like dandy at all. But like he sits there, and then
He goes to sit with Wyatt, and they're playing their games.
are they playing their games or are they
They're
just
playing. I don't know what game.
I don't think they're playing games. So I think Wyatt is at the table
Well,
and
he's
they're
a
passing
dealer.
out money.
What fucking game does he?
I don't think it's a game. So I don't think it was a game at that particular. I don't think so. Which Wyatt are you talking about? Earp or are you talking about?
Yeah.
So Wyatt.
He's the dealer or something.
So wow, you said wow. I noticed what I just said, and I must be drunk because I said, "What Wyatt are you talking about?" And I said, "Earp," and I'm like, "Motherfucker, there's only one Wyatt in that whole fucking establishment. There's there's three Earps. Damn, dude, I got to leave the booze alone."
Yeah.
No, because what I'm saying is, like, he paid out. I think that table he was going to was a table that to me.
No, they're playing Pharaoh. Pharaoh. F-A-R-O. I don't know what the fuck
all
this
right.
is, but that's what they're playing.
Okay, because that was like what was killing me. Because I was sitting there going like, "Yo, that looks like where they're just collecting the money." Because he gets $500. Because that's what,
No, because it's
that's what
like,
Curl-
it's like some
that's-
random dealie. Yeah, because Curly Bill runs up on him.
yeah,
They're like, Wyatt, or we've heard of you.
yeah. He's just like, hey,
And of course, Ike's just like all in his face. Like,
Pretty
the
much
law don't run around here.
the law don't run around here. Ike is one of the motherfuckers. Ike one of the motherfuckers that talk shit, but don't really.
He has to make sure he's around his friends.
Yeah, he got to make sure
If
he
you
like
catch him one-on-one,
Ike is the motherfucker that gets pussy real quick when he get jumped.
yeah.
Like he ain't Ike is that motherfucker to be like, yo, I'm sorry. He be the first motherfucker to talk shit, first motherfucker to apologize.
Yeah. So we get that, and then he's Wyatt Earp, reiterates like, I'm retired, y'all.
I'm retired, bro. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no
And he's
trouble.
like, Ike's again. He's like, yeah, that's good because the law. He's like, I heard you the first time, dog.
Yeah, he's saying.
And then he
he's like,
flips
I
a
heard you
card,
the first
and
time.
then Curly Bill wins like $500.
Yep.
Which I did the math. Well, I didn't do the math. I looked it up. In 1993, that's the equivalent of $6,000.
Jesus
So
Christ.
he won 6 stacks on one little flip.
Dude, I wonder how much that'd be worth today.
I know, right? That's insane.
Ooh. Dude.
Yeah.
Yo, if I'm
So that's why Curly Bill kind of had the face like, what?
like Curly Bill's like, hey, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Like, hey, everybody calm the fuck down.
yeah,
Drinks on me.
But
And
then-
drinks had to cost like a fucking nickel.
yeah. And then back then, and then we get the scene which is like,
Oh my god.
speaking of JoJo, if you can see the JoJo menacing symbols,
Oh,
they were just floating above both these
my
motherfuckers.
god. We get Ringo versus Doc Part 1.
Yeah, because he's like, you must be Doc Holliday. He's like, you retired too? He's like, no, sir.
And so the one thing about Doc Holliday is this. Doc is fucking sweating profusely throughout this entire movie. One thing that I forgot to mention about Doc earlier is when you see him for the first time, he looks something's off about him.
Mm-hmm.
But then you hear that cough. And if any motherfucker on here has played Red Dead Redemption 2 at all at any point of their life, you know what that fucking cough means in the fucking Wild West. That motherfucker got tuberculosis.
Thank you. I was coming
TB.
to save you, but I was like,
Wow, holy shit.
yeah. So he has that. That's why
He's like, and the funny thing is, you don't see him like in Red Dead Redemption 2. You're playing as Arthur Morgan. He catches TB in the game, and it just progresses and gets worse throughout the fucking game, right?
Yeah.
This one here, oh no, baby, this shit is advanced.
Yeah.
This shit, he has got it, and he is like dying, and he doesn't care because
Yeah.
he's like living life. And it's funny because he's like, do I know I have it? He says, nah, something's wrong with me. Do I care? Nah, not really. It's not gonna fuck with me. Like, that's crazy. Like, you see him sweating and coughing the entire fucking movie, right? In this whole time, and he's like, hey, he's like, you retired there, boy? He's like, I'm in my prime. You see him, and his
he's
face
like, you look it.
pale
Yeah.
and sweaty.
Yeah, so that's why Johnny Ringo was like, yeah, you look it.
Man, they just kind of, and like, the funny thing is, you can look, and Johnny Ringo is staring into this motherfucker's soul the entire time. Him, while Curly Bill is talking to Wyatt,
Yeah.
you can see off in the camera in the distance where Ringo is staring down that sickly looking motherfucker. And the crazy shit is, that sickly motherfucker is the goddamn boogeyman.
Yeah.
Like, people know it, and Johnny was like, yo,
Yeah, 'cause
I'm.
then Doc Holliday starts talking cash shit too. He's all like,
Doc is, woo, boy.
he's like, this is Johnny Ringo. I heard about him. He's like, he reminds me of me.
He reminds me
He's
of
like,
me.
yeah, I don't think I like him.
He said, should I hate him?
He's like, I think I hate him. Yeah.
It's like, should I hate him? I think I should hate him.
Yeah.
I don't know. And they are talking cash shit to each other, and then it only gets worse when Johnny fucking starts talking Latin.
Yeah, because Ringo said, well, no, it starts with Doc Holliday says something.
Yeah.
He goes, in vino veritas, which I'm going to translate everything. He's
Okay.
like, in wine there is truth, because he's about to take a drink.
Yes.
But then that's when Johnny Ringo goes, oh, fuck, I don't even know if I can say, age quod agis, which is do what you do.
Oh,
And
man.
then that's when Doc Holliday just starts staring at this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like,
And he just starts like, creda judeas apala non ego. It's like, if I'm butchering this, my bad, y'all.
dude, look, he's been drinking,
Yeah.
and it's a dead language,
And it's like,
you know.
Let Apella the Jew believe, not I. And Johnny Ringo, Juventus Stolorum Magister, is like, youth is a teacher of fools.
Woo.
And Doc Holliday is like, in pace requiescat, which is rest in peace, or whatever.
Man.
And then he's like, yo, Johnny Ringo is an educated man. That's Latin, darling.
It's like, yeah,
He's
Johnny.
like, yep, I hate him.
It's like Johnny Ringo. It's like, well, Johnny Ringo's an educated man, darling. I think I hate him. And it's like, and then fucking Johnny pulls his fucking gun out, right in front of his face, and fucking goddamn.
Curly Bill's like, be careful, Johnny. He's like, I heard he's fast.
As I heard he's fast. As ain't nobody faster than me. And the motherfucker.
And then Johnny Ringo started doing a bunch of cool.
Johnny Ringo
Gets on his revolver ocelot shit, and he just.
Yeah. So, if I could explain this scene, this is. If I could explain this scene to anybody else out there who's probably never seen this movie, but I know most of you motherfuckers seen Drumline, think that scene. Yes, you know exactly the fucking scene I'm talking about, where one motherfucker talks cash shit, and the other motherfucker just outperforms him without even trying.
Yeah.
That fucking scene, that one scene in Drumline is this fucking scene in the Western. Except in this time, he's using a gun, twirling around and looking like a badass. While and that's Johnny Ringo using the gun and twirling around like a badass. While Doc Holliday looks at him and fucking making fun of him, doing the exact same shit with it's a mug. It's not a mug. It's kind of like it's gonna be an old timey shot glass, but it has it has a handle on the side. But he's flipping it around, and everyone's fucking laughing because the ones who are laughing knows what Doc Holliday is capable of, and they're like they're just laughing because it's funny. It's funny. He's drunk.
Yeah,
and they're just laughing. Ringo, the only motherfucker in that building, ain't laughing. He's fucking disgusted.
Yeah, and he kind of chuckles at the end like, "Oh, you fucking bitch."
He's like,
and he just walks off.
All right, I got something for you. And that's exactly what he. That's exactly what he did.
So Curly Bill's like, "Okay, everything's tense." He just throws money in the air. He's like, "Drinks on me."
He's like, "Hey, come on now, relax. We're not here for any trouble." So he just throws up in the air. He just throws the money up in the air. Drinks on me, and he just buys the bar drinks.
Yeah.
And that's one of our first tense fucking moments.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's gonna happen here.
Because also under the table, fucking Wyatt Earp got the fucking shotgun
ready to go.
He cocks that motherfucker. He is ready just to unload.
So here's the crazy shit in this whole movie, because I want to talk about this now. Doc Holliday, I'd never, even to this day, and if I'm wrong, please say I'm wrong. There might be another movie out here. Doc Holliday is one of the only characters that is not the main character that is perceived as a huge fucking threat. A bigger threat than the actual main character.
Yeah.
Then and he's on and the crazy shit is Ringo and Doc are one and the same. These are the motherfuckers. Well, first off, Doc's the cool motherfucker you trying to be friends with. Like, you know he's you kind of know he's up to no good sometimes.
You know he's going to hustle you if you get a chance.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking try to hustle you, but he's your dog. Like, you glad to have him around because you know he can get you out of a pinch, right? Johnny Ringo, on the other hand, same kind of guy, only instead of hustling, he just gonna kill you.
Yes.
And Johnny Ringo's the motherfucker you don't take no place.
No.
Like, you can't take that motherfucker nowhere. Like, he's your homie. You love him. He's your road dog. He gets shit done for you. But you go out and he is fucking Joe Pesci in Goodfellas.
It's funny because I was just about to say, to answer your question, I'm like, I think Joe Pesci from Goodfellas is more threat than the main character.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
But Joe Pesci, okay, you know what? But both of them get their fucking comeuppance.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci way worse.
Oh, yeah.
Way fucking worse. But Ringo damn, if I had to compare the deaths, I think Ringo had a better fucking death than, because at least Ringo's was
Ringo had a fighting chance.
Yeah, Ringo had a fighting chance. Now, granted, he did lose to a sick man, which obviously we were spoiling ahead of time.
Right.
But, yeah, the shit that fucking happened to Pesci's character in Goodfellas.
Yeah. Oh, no. Boom. That's, yeah.
Yeesh. But that's the type of characters they were, and they were building in this fucking movie. That's why I really like it. Because everyone, except for Bill Paxton's character, everyone had a fucking... Well, okay, to be fair to Bill Paxton's Mason Earp character. Morgan Earp, thank you. Fuck. Morgan. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan Earp's character, you know he was going to have to be the scapegoat for something. And obviously you knew he was assassinated.
Yeah.
But everyone has their role to play. And no one is boring.
No.
Morgan and fucking Virgil might be annoying. But Morgan and Virgil might be annoying, but they all play their fucking part.
Yeah.
But Doc and fucking Wyatt are the stars of this movie. And for Doc and Wyatt, you had Curly Bill and you had fucking Johnny Ringo.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
It was perfect. Perfect on who got who. And people knew who they couldn't fuck with. Fucking Curly Bill knew. He said, look, man, if that motherfucking Doc over here, we ain't over here.
Yeah.
Nah, no, you are not ready for that. But anyway, pretty much they just ensue, I guess, I'm trying to remember, it was okay, so after that scene and the thing in the bar, obviously tensions are starting. That's when kind of shit just started getting real tense. I do know that Ike comes back later to go play cards, and Doc hustled the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Doc hustled the absolute fuck out of him. Mm-hmm. And Ike was having none of that shit. Like, Ike was having none of that shit, man. Actually, you know what? I'm getting ahead.
You jumped a
I
bit.
jumped ahead. Please,
because
I just remembered the other part. But go ahead and cover that.
Yeah, because this is where shit happens, you know. Wyatt Earp runs into Josephine. They have like a little thing together. But fast forwarding that, because, you know, that's just love interest stuff. Fast forwarding that, we get Curly Bill in an opium den.
Yeah. So first off, it is opium. And what I didn't know is I did not know that you could drink opium because Wyatt Earp's wife was on an opium binge.
Yeah.
So she was just drinking that shit. I thought you could have to smoke it.
Yeah, I did too.
She was fucking hammering that shit back like it was a Colt 45.
Yep. But after that, you know, he's high off his mind. And he's just shooting his guns. He takes out his guns and just starts shooting anything that moves. Not trying to kill him, just like to scare the shit out of people. He's just shooting everything. So that's when, what was his name? The crooked marshal comes in? I can't remember his name.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, there you go. And he's like, hey, someone should take care of that. And they're like, why don't you? He's like, oh, this is a town matter. It's not a county matter. And they're like, and the sheriff's like, man, are you fucking serious? You can tell he had to look like, really,
Sheriff's
bro?
like, come on, bro. You could have went out there and stopped this shit.
He looks at Wyatt Earp, too, like, really? Like,
you see this shit?
He's like, just ignore him, man. Don't worry about it. He's like, no, I better go out. So he goes out. He's like, hey, Billy, relax, man. Here, just give me your guns, dude. Billy's like, okay, Dad. He's like, here. And he has his guns. He has them, like, upside down.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden, he just, boom, shoots the
Fred.
sheriff. Yeah, shoots Frank.
Frank.
Fred or Frank?
So I know his last name's White.
Yeah.
Sheriff White, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But he fucking shoots that dude. And the crazy thing is like, oh, come on, Sheriff, get on up. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing wrong with you.
Get up, Sheriff. What's wrong?
Sheriff. Frank, he's shaking him like he's fucking like, oh shit, I shot him.
Yeah.
Because a part of me to this day still thinks Curly didn't want to fucking shoot him.
Yeah.
Because he knew what that would fucking bring about.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, he was so fucked up that he didn't care. That he was just like, hey, fuck it, playing around.
Yeah.
And he fucking shot him, killed him. And he's like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Well.
And that's when Wyatt comes and like hits him in the back of the head with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the whole town comes and like, get the rope. And he's like, he killed the sheriff in cold blood. You know, we got to hang him. He's like, no, he ain't going to hang him. He's going to serve his day in court.
Yep. He's going to serve his time in court.
Yeah.
He's going to like, so everybody back up.
Yeah. That's when the old Ike Clayton comes up.
Yep. Ike comes up and says, hey.
You let that man go.
Like, you better let him go. Or like, what the fuck you gonna do, Ike? Shut the fuck up. Like, Ike literally was like sitting there, and and then the rest of the Cowboys kind of showed up, a few of them.
Yeah.
And
like
then
Thomas Hayden Church was there.
And then fucking Wyatt fucking takes out his gun, sticks it to fucking Ike's head. He's like, look, I know for a fact that by the time I pull this trigger, your boys will have a chance to get to me, but not before I put a canoe. Yeah. Not before I make a fucking canoe right into the middle of your fucking head.
Not before I make your head into a canoe.
Yeah, not before I make your head into a canoe.
Thomas Hayden Church is like, he's bluffing. No, man, he ain't bluffing.
Yeah, Ike is like, nah, man, he ain't bluffing.
Yeah,
he's not bluffing.
Scared shitless.
Put your gun down. See, and that's when you know Ike. That's when you knew Ike was a bitch.
Yeah,
like just he ain't shit without his boys.
That's why I told you. Like, you can argue that Stephen Lang is the best actor in this movie.
Yes,
because he is playing against type. Because Stephen Lang is always a badass in everything he's in.
And everything he's in. Bad motherfucker. All just evil too. Yeah. No matter what he's in. And now
he's just a fucking coward in this movie.
Goddamn coward, like a fucking yellow belly bastard.
A random fact: apparently he was drunk most of the time on set.
I can believe it.
Now I don't know if that's method acting or if he had a problem. I don't know.
I can believe. Yeah. Well, considering that I've never heard him have an alcohol problem.
Yeah, so I guess there's method.
He could be method acting, but also it was the '90s, so everybody could have been fucking having the fucking thing.
So that's a funny little trivia for you right there. So they arrest Curly Bill. He's let go because they talk to a judge, and judge like
because of a technicality that no one's seen no one's seen the sheriff get murdered.
Yeah, he's like, so did you see him get shot? He's like, no, he was already shot when I went out there. He's like, well, then you didn't witness a murder. There's no point of me coming and trying him. Let him go.
It's like, just let him go.
Mm-hmm.
This is whatever. So wait, we got a dead man and we know who did it, but you won't let him. It's fucking technicality, man.
Yep.
Jesus.
So that's when you get. Well, Virgil's getting really antsy.
Yeah,
'Cause
Virgil.
he's like, man,
Virgil wants to be a lawman.
He's like, yeah, because we're making money off these people, and these people are living in fear of these cowboys.
Yeah, just like he wants to be a fucking lawman. But he's just like no one, like everyone's scared. They're afraid to walk in the streets of the town. Like, what are we fucking doing? And he's just like, we're not doing anything. We got to do something. And then I guess some of the cowboys came into town waving their guns and starting shooting. Yeah. And then he saves the little boy from getting trampled, gives the little boy back to his wife, gives the little boy back to his mom. And he looks at the woman's face. It's got a fucking scar on it.
Yeah.
And he looks at it and fucking tips his cap. And the next episode, you get a blink of the eye. He's goddamn sheriff. Well, marshal.
Yeah, he's marshal. Him and his brother.
Are marshals now.
Or
sheriff.
I don't remember what he is.
I think he's a sheriff because they dead sheriff.
Yeah.
So it was a sheriff.
And he's pretty much said you can't have a gun in town.
Yeah. Can't have a you like you can. It's like no one's saying it's like he puts that new law up saying you can't have a gun in town. He said, look, man, no one's saying that you can't own a gun. No one says you can't carry a gun. You just can't bring that shit here.
Yeah.
And he's just like, everybody's fucking furious.
That's when White Earp comes. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Wyatt left after cheating on his wife. I will still say that. It's like, I leave to go cheat on my wife for one day, and you fuckers come back here and become sheriffs? This ain't the plan.
It's like, what the hell are y'all doing? Yeah. He even tells Morgan. That's when he tells Morgan, like, Morgan, hit him or something like that.
Like, Morgan, talk to him or hit him something.
And then he shows
Morgan
his badge.
fucking shows his badge.
He's like, oh, no.
Like, fuck. Like, come on. That's not what we came here for. And Virgil is sitting there like, they're living in fear.
Yeah.
And they're just so scared. I'm trying to do a fucking Sam Elliott voice. I can't do it.
I reckon they're living in... No, I can't do it either.
I reckon they're living in...
You got to have your mustache talk for you. And
you're right. I can't. Yeah. My mustache is like not as thick as his, like at all. But like Virgil wants to do right by the town. So he became a sheriff, which is going to come back and bite him in the ass down the road. And then obviously Morgan, being the little brother, is kind of like, I'm going to listen to him.
Yeah, I'm doing what my brother said. I figured you do the same thing. He's like, shit.
He's like, shit, you out of your goddamn mind. Once again, this is showing how alpha he is. Wyatt's the middle brother. Virgil's the older brother. And Morgan's the baby. You got the middle brother. Fucking, I am the middle child. I've never done that much barking in my life.
Right.
Like fucking Wyatt. And all the other motherfuckers are like, and the two brothers are kind of like, but they're sticking to their guns. No pun intended. Like none whatsoever. But that's, that shit happens. And now we get to the part where Ike is fucking upset that tensions are flying because Ike gets fucking cheated by Doc at a card game. Ike fucking smacks some people around, bartender, pretty much saying, look, man, just you fuckers are cheating me. Like, don't you? And then Virgil's like, yo, man, calm down. And he's like, hey, don't you put your hands on me. Like, he's just literally, Ike drunk and mad because he got okey doked. Fucking just had enough. And he was just like, man, fuck it. I'm mad. I'm fucking heated. Y'all robbed me. That's fine. I'm gonna come back and fuck y'all up anyway. And then he literally has his shotgun ready to do some. He's like, yo, if y'all start causing trouble, there's gonna be blood in the streets. But for all the Earp boys, all that shit. And then fucking Virgil comes from behind him, clocks this motherfucker with a gun, which is the theme of this fucking movie.
Right.
Motherfucker gonna pistol whip. Bring that shit back.
Right.
But anyway,
pistol whips him and arrests him. Next morning, they let him out, and he's all like, give me his guns. It's like, no. Like, he'll get his guns when he sobers back up.
Yeah, this is like, hey. And then Wyatt, who wants nothing to do with none of this lawman shit, just walks in to go check on his brothers, runs into one of the boys, and he's like, hey. He's like, look, man, I'm sorry. He says, take that sorry and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, he's like, if you got a problem, then we can have a problem. He moves his jacket to show his gun. Wyatt Earp just grabs that gun and just
literally takes old boy's guns out, flip that bitch around, and conks that motherfucker in the head.
Yeah,
like bitch, like I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, like the fuck you trying to do?
Like what are you trying to do, bro? Like come on. And then that's pretty much pretty much it's not what he said, but he's like, a pox on you and your house. Like
Yeah.
just at that particular point. Because they just was like, look, man, we've had enough with you law, man. We told you that the law does not run here. And they're going to fucking get it. Virgil, unfortunately, has had enough. He tells his brother, is like, hey, man, we're going to go fucking go bust them motherfuckers up. We're going to take them to jail.
Yeah, because a whole bunch of more, like 6 more cowboys right into town or something like that.
Yeah, with guns.
Yeah.
So they're like, yo, they're breaking the law.
That's when Wilder was like, well, you better swear me in too, just to be safe or something like that.
Yeah, actually, because they're fucking against, because he's fucking against it. He's like,
Yeah.
bro, what are you going to do now? Just for a fucking misdemeanor? He's like, what for? He's like, look, they broke the law. We're going to go down there. And he's like, I'm bringing Doc with me.
Yeah, that's when Doc shows up. He's like, what's this I hear about the cowboys gonna come run up and shoot us all up?
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'll end that shit. I'll
Yeah.
kill him dead.
Right?
That motherfucker. Doc Holliday, all about the fucking smoke. All about the smoke. Like, bro, somebody can say sneeze on a Tuesday. He's like, who gonna die? Who needs to die? Somebody needs to go right the fuck now.
Right, because he's like, Doc, you ain't gotta come. And he's like, how dare you?
Like, how dare you? And he
Yeah.
fucking sides with his brothers.
Yeah, mhm.
And then, obviously, Wyatt fucking rolls his eyes and says, all right, I'll join.
Yeah.
They said, here, Doc, you get the shot. Like, you'll get the shotgun because they'll obviously be fucking terrified of you. And, oh, boy. That is when we get one of the badass fucking scenes of you get all the fucking Earps, everybody dressed in black, except Doc, who is also dressed in black and sweat.
Yeah.
Because he is, remember now, this man is sick.
He is dying.
This motherfucker is big dying and not saying anything at that particular point. You get that fucking scene where they're walking up towards where the cowboys are. They arrive where the
Behind the OK Corral, right? No, OK.
You don't ask me, dude.
Yeah, the OK Corral. Yeah, that's the fucking famous gunfight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bro, I am fucking schmacked.
Yeah, the OK Corral. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they found a mic and it was like,
I was
in the
thinking,
OK
I know what's
Corral and
confusing
shit.
me because I'm hearing Corral and I'm thinking of Golden Corral.
You fat bastard. Come on.
Damn you, that's one of the things I hate you, Pandemic. You took away my Golden Corral.
Come on, bro. You need to do better. You
Hey,
live
man.
in fucking Texas. There's no reason for you to be going to a fucking Golden Corral.
Hey, man, the junkiest food that's like cheap and
If it was a Ryan Steakhouse, I would believe you.
We used to have Orions. We don't
Oh.
no more. Heartbreak.
Oh,
Heartbreak.
pour one out for Ryan Steakhouse. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we get a gunfight where Doc Holliday pretty much racks up the KDR here. That is pretty much, we can go into detail about that gunfight, but all I can tell you is Wyatt, all the Earps got shot, not named Wyatt.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday, the most fucked up out of all of them, literally dying, kills about 50 men. He
That's what it's like,
50.
yeah, but it was... He kills a man. He kills Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, he kills what? Thomas Hayden Church
And
character.
his-
Billy, no!
Yeah. And his brother, I think that was his brother? I can't remember.
He fucking shoots the whole clip at Ike, and Ike miraculously fucking escapes.
Yeah, because he hopped in a building and he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, no, and then fucking... No, but he definitely kills, like, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Like, if I had to go back and look at that scene, I'm pretty sure Wyatt killed, like, maybe... Wyatt killed 2... And Wyatt killed 2 while fucking Doc was on the top of the leaderboard with like 5.
Because when he ran out of shotgun shells, he drops the shotgun, just pulls out his revolver, and unloads on Thomas Hayden
dudes.
Church.
Just like
That dude
done.
just gets, he's finished.
Done out here.
It's like, away with you, Kyle Vandergroot from George of the Jungle. Can we do George of the Jungle? Yes.
I mean, we can.
Yes, that's another Thomas Hayden Church. We can induct him.
Oh my God, no.
Into the,
Dude, no, I'm not inducting that. Anyway, fucking
induct him in his face into the hall of
that chin.
That chin.
Dude, no, he fucking like seriously, the top of the leaderboard, like out of everybody in the leaderboards, like I said, top of the leaderboards is fucking Doc. Last of the leaderboards, you got Morgan out here shooting like me. When I'm playing fucking Modern Warfare out in this bitch.
Yeah.
It's bad. It is bad. I don't even know if Morgan actually hit someone. If he did, it was an assist kill.
An assist kill. There you go. I like that. But yeah, that happens. Another thing that, like, Doc runs out of bullets, and this dude's like, "I got you now, Doc," or something like that. And he's like, "You're Daisy if you do." Apparently,
Like, you're Daisy if you do.
True story. That's real life. What he said in that fight against that boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
You're Daisy if you do.
Well, literally, no, he has another fucking gun.
Yep.
He just bam.
He just bam, fucking shoots that
Yeah.
motherfucker. Just done. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. So
Well, they
great.
combo him because Wyatt hits him in the head.
Wyatt fucking yeah.
Wyatt or his brother, I can't remember. One of
No,
them,
that was literally he got the assist kill.
Yeah.
Because it was Morgan Wyatt fucking got him in the head
Yeah.
because he was on the ground and shit and he fucking just domed him, capped him. But yeah, so with that the Cowboys are mourning the death of Billy. Mm-hmm. Billy's like, and they pretty much are like, okay, I've had enough. This is where we get the comeuppance of like everybody else. So it's a dark and raining, stormy night. We see some of the Cowboys out in the streets fucking peeking. No one else sees them, obviously, because that's how it goes. Mm-hmm. Fucking Virgil walks home, or tries to walk home, like leaves the fucking saloon, tells everybody good night, walks out of the saloon. Mm-hmm. About 3 minutes later, he walks back in the saloon. Say, Wyatt? Yeah. And then fucking is covered in blood because his arm got fucking shot. Like, he got shot. And that's when they get the doctors come in to help figure him out, to kind of like wonder what's going on. And even then, Wyatt doing his best damn impression of saying, brother, I told you so. Mm-hmm. And it's like, not now, I want to hear it. Does his best impressions of that shit. And Morgan gets mad, runs out of there, going to look for something. He can't find anybody, so he heads back to like the other saloon where the fucking billiard table is, and he gets fucking shot in the back.
Yep.
Fucking after them trying to get rid of the bullet out of the back, noticing they can't, it's too deep in, we can't get rid of it. Morgan dies.
Yeah.
Thus, pretty much breaking whatever fucking spirit. Actually, no, that did not break what. Let me stop bullshitting. That Wyatt losing his brother, his youngest brother Morgan, did not break his spirit. It was the next day where the motherfuckers are passing by the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. We know they did it. He tells the Cowboys, "Look, we're done. It's over.
Yeah.
I got one of your boys. You got mine." And
to which we get one of the lines of the movie.
One of your lines, though.
Yeah. He's like, "Well, bye."
Bye. Well, that's my line, and yours comes up.
Yeah, because I was about to say, yeah, you get that one. And then, like, as they start to leave, Johnny Ringo's like, "You smell that?" He's like, "Smells like someone died."
And fucking Billy looking at him like, Jesus.
God damn it, dog.
And fucking
like,
Bill's looking at him like, Jesus Christ. All right, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh, God. All right. He didn't really laugh. He was kind of like,
oh, man, you know what we missed? Before all this shit happened, we missed the Wyatts walking in the street and everyone's pissed off at them because they killed the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. And then here comes drunk Johnny Ringo.
Oh, my God, you're right.
He's all like, "I want your blood." He's like, "I want your souls."
Being super edgelord, drunken edgelord here.
And then, Wyatt's like, I guess he shows he doesn't have a gun on him. He's like, "Look, man, I ain't going to fight you. Ain't no money in it."
There ain't no money in it.
He's like, "Ain't you ever wanted to pay for blood?" And then that's when we get the line,
Yeah,
Shag.
my boy comes out of the fucking woodwork. "I'll be your Huckleberry."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm your Huckleberry."
I'm your Huckleberry. And just comes up and this motherfucker.
He's like, "Wow, that's just my type of game."
Well, that's just my type of game.
Yeah. And he's like, "All right, Lunger." He's like, "You can go to hell." And then, Doc Hollis is like, "Say when."
Say when.
They're just
fucking just has his gun ready.
That's when Billy comes like, "No,
Billy
Johnny."
fucking Curly Bill fucking comes up, rap tackles Johnny. It's
He's
like,
like,
no.
Johnny, no.
Fucking, he's like, he's like fucking, and Johnny is pissed. Johnny wants.
He's like, "Let me go.
Let me go. They need to pay in blood."
Yeah.
And fucking Curly Bill's like, no, it's not the time. This is how I know this motherfucker Bill is important, because of the fact Johnny could have died right there. Mm-hmm. Would have been rap, because Doc, even if he was drunk, way better than you at what you do than what you could ever than you can ever think of. Mm-hmm. Bill saved that motherfucker's ass. Like, look, it ain't the time. Cause you ain't in this, like, you ain't here right now. Pointing to this, like, thinking to themselves, like, you ain't all here. He is. He will kill you. You are not ready for that. Wait. We will get our revenge.
Yeah.
Right now, though, you were in no shape. Mm-hmm. Saved his fucking ass.
Yeah.
Saved your boy's ass.
Yeah, that's how I forgot about that scene. That's the famous "I'm your Huckleberry" scene. It's like,
well, we get two of those.
Yeah, we get two of them. That was number one.
Yep. But yeah.
So now we fast forward, and the Earps are leaving. They're pissed off because
Yeah.
Ringo's just talking cash shit.
So actually no, because I told we went out, they killed them, and then obviously we try to figure out. This is where not Johnny, I'm sorry, fucking Curly Bill tells Ike is his Ike.
Take Stillwell.
Take care, take Stillwell. Go finish the job.
Mm-hmm.
And we see
A train.
we see Virgil and his wife at a train station leaving or getting ready to leave.
And
Stillwell,
Maddie still in there. Yeah.
yeah, Stillwell and Ike pull up to try to kill fucking Virgil.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where Earp
Yeah, because he's like, "Where's Wyatt?"
and fucking Earp comes up, smacks the shit
Right here.
Smacks the shit out of Ike, shoots Stillwell with a shotgun. Big time, done, dead. And tells Ike straight to his fucking
Because Ike immediately throws his gun. He's like, no, don't kill me, please, don't kill me.
like a bitch. And then oh man, fucking he takes his fucking spur,
Yeah.
puts that shit in his mouth and just fucking cuts Ike in the face. And he's like, look, you tell all the cowboys they're dead.
Yeah.
This motherfucker pulls
He's
his
like,
fucking
call down the thunder. Here I was like,
yeah, he called down the thunder, then, well, here I am. Fucking one of the best fucking delivered lines, not from Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
He fucking takes, and you see that he has his fucking marshal badge on. He's like, look.
he's like U.S. Marshals over.
He's like, yes. So I get to kill you I get to kill you, and it's all legal, baby.
He's like, I see a man wearing a red stash. He's dead.
He's dead. It is, my God, the passion in his fucking voice saying, I'm gonna. This is right up there with fucking Ice-T saying, I want to shoot you so bad my dick is hard. New Jack City, baby, soon to be covered.
Yep. So yeah, he tells him too. He's like, you run, you tell him. He's like, you tell him I'm coming. He's like, and hell's coming with me.
And hell's coming with me. And that thick ass mustache.
Yep. Which, by the way, that's one of the things the director brags about. He's like, everyone in this movie, real mustache. And real lightning, he says. I don't know if that's true or not. I should look it up.
Dude.
Every shot of lightning you see in this movie, he says real.
Man, we are doing a piss poor job, of covering this. We're all over the place.
Because we love this movie so much.
We love this movie
could
and
blush
also
about this
alcohol.
movie. And alcohol.
Let's be real, because the beer that we had beforehand was still like 8. It was still high, and then
that was a
we
good
both
IPA.
fucking good chuck these. So yeah, that is not.
But now you get the revenge ride.
Yep.
The vengeance ride.
Which is pretty much Wyatt.
Which is basically, okay, so the first half of the movie up to the OK Corral, pretty historically accurate. Now, because real life.
The rest of this shit?
The real life, not to deflate this movie, they killed about 4 people. That's about it.
This one was about 40.
Yeah, no, he eliminated the gang in this movie.
There was about 30 motherfuckers in that gang. And about 10, 20 other randos. They killed about 50 people.
Yeah.
Running around. All you see, you get a montage.
You get a montage of death.
Yeah, pretty much delivered by Wyatt, Doc, fucking Michael Rooker's character.
Yeah, because he quits before.
Yeah, he quits.
Before they kill his brothers or his brother. He runs up to them like, man, they shouldn't have shot your wife. Because someone broke into their house and tried to shoot their wives.
Yeah.
So that happens.
Killed one woman. I can't remember what woman they killed.
Yeah, and Michael Rooker was like, hey, man, I ain't down with that shit, man.
Nah, I'm out.
He's like, I'm out. And then you're like, if you ever need me, man, I got you. Just hit me up.
Yeah, I'm getting revenge on that shit. It was kind of something similar, man. But yeah, you really had that part, and it just came up and was just like, all right, cool. This is what we're gonna do, and you just got it's really a montage of death, and then all we get caught up is pretty much our first kill, our first major, not major kills, but one of our first villain kills. You get it's a shootout in there, and it's a shootout at it was a creek setting and everything else, and that's where Wyatt fucking kills Curly Bill in the open, and
yeah,
me and Jose are looking at the shit like, how is everyone missing bullets? I was like, because it's plot armor.
So random fact.
Yeah,
that's really what happened.
Are you fucking lying?
Yes, that's okay. So in the scene, there was a cowboy remember I told you, is that the guy from CSI?
Yeah.
And you're like, yes. So that guy, during this fight, he gets shot, but he does not die. He dies later on from the wound, but he's able to make it somewhere and try to get treated. And while he's treated, they're like, well, what happened? He's like, Basically, Wyatt Earp just ran in the middle of this crossfire. Nothing hit him, and he just shot Curly Bill point blank. So this shit really happened.
Wow.
Yeah. That's one of the craziest things, yeah.
That's insane. History.
The history, there you go.
History on Cinema Villains. Man, but yeah, you see Curly Bill just, and he wanted to have a showdown with Wyatt, and Wyatt's like, yeah, fuck that. Screaming no, 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 like the entire time. Like every time he kills somebody, he's just saying no. Obviously, because like his brother and just saying no more, pretty much. Kills Curly Bill. And now that the head honcho's dead, the dog is off his leash.
Yep.
So now you got Johnny Ringo running the show. Honestly, racking up the body count, because in the middle of this, he fucking managed a way to fucking kill Billy Zane.
Yeah, someone killed Billy Zane. They didn't say who, but
They didn't say who, but we're just gonna blame it on Johnny Ringo and the boys.
yeah, well, it's one of them, but we don't know which one exactly.
Nah.
And so, yeah, that Billy Zane's dead. Old girl basically tells all of them to go to hell.
Yeah, she's hurt because everybody's fucking everybody she loves.
Jamie Presley's character is heartbroken.
Yeah,
that was his boo.
He fucking my man meat.
Yeah.
Nah,
he was like, fuck y'all too when he leaves.
Yeah, man, he was bummed. Like he after that, you'd never see him again.
Nope.
And then after that, that is when
Doc Holliday collapses because he's just fucking dying. Of course.
That's where the fucking TB's like, hey, bitch, I'm a real thing.
Yeah.
This is not a plot device. I'm legit. I am legit going to kill you.
They roll up on Henry Hooker's ranch, played by Charlton Heston randomly in this movie.
Yep.
They they get to spend the night. Somehow overnight, they capture McMasters, which was Michael Rooker's character.
Yeah.
And brutally murder him. And the dude on top of the hill is like, hey, Johnny Ringo wants to meet you 1-on-1. He says, 1v1 me, bro. He's like, meet me by this big-ass tree over here. And he's all like, you tell him I'll be there.
Yeah. And then in the biggest okey doke, because Wyatt asked a sickly Doc Holliday. He's like, hey, man, can I beat him?
And he's like, no.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot, my friend.
Yeah.
Just in the most sassiest southern way that he could tell him. But he goes out and meets him. Mm-hmm. And right as Ringo gets there and fucking says straight up, Ringo's sitting there going like, okay.
I didn't think you show up.
He's like, I didn't think you show up. And then he's fucking turn around. It's fucking Doc Holliday's sick ass.
He's like, I'm your Huckleberry.
And then Ringo's fucking entire presence, his
demeanor
face changed. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill Wyatt. He sees Doc. He's like, fuck.
He's like, why Johnny Ringo? He's like, he looks like you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, he fucking terrified.
And he's like, my fight's not with you. He's like, And he's like, we never got to finish our game. You remember? He's like, play for blood.
We play for blood.
And he's just fooling around. He's like, I wasn't.
Yeah, bro.
And then finally, I think you can see the wheels turn. Yep. Johnny Ringo's head. He's like, this motherfucker's sick.
Yeah, he's like, he can't do it. He's
like, I'm still in my prime. This motherfucker's sick. And he's like, hi, Lunger.
All right, Lunger, let's
do it. Then you get to the whole say when.
Say when. And this motherfucker just has that weird ass stance to where it's just his side is up, but he's kind of leaning back. This motherfucker's the Yoshimitsu of fucking gunplay, because he's sitting there going like, yo, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They fucking draw. Johnny gets fucking domed in the fucking brain. You just see whole blood just seeping, and he's just walking.
And his brain is shutting down. And
he's walking forward. He's like, come on, Johnny.
He's like, come on, Johnny. He's come on, Daisy. You know Daisy.
Like, you know Daisy, Johnny. You know Daisy. And
that's when Kurt Russell runs up like, what the fuck just happened?
And he just falls down to the ground.
He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, the pressure was too much for him to bear.
And he fucking even told him, he's like, it's all legal now.
Yeah, because he took Kurt Russell's badge.
Yeah, he took Kurt Russell's badge to say he was a U.S. Marshal at that point, so nothing can happen to him legally. So you can't fucking be prosecuted. Mm-hmm. So at that point, and Kurt looked at him and was like, wait, how? He's
like, I might have lied. How sick I was.
Yeah.
And we get that, and randomly, that unfortunately, that never happened.
I kind of figured.
It didn't happen.
I kind of figured.
fucking Doc on the day that supposedly happened. Doc Holliday was in court for some fucking reason.
Man,
And Johnny Ringo. So Johnny Ringo's death is kind of a mystery. No one really knows how he died.
I can believe that.
He was found dead, and the way they found him. Okay, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but like people would hang their boots on their horses so scorpions don't get in them. Back in the day,
That makes sense.
and somehow the thing it got caught with his foot still in it, and the horse took off, and so he just got kind of accidentally drugged, was left somewhere, and he supposedly shot himself to just put himself out of his misery. That's the theory.
Man, that's fucking. That's a weird way to fucking
Yeah,
go
but
out.
no one knows. Like I said, they just found him dead.
That's a weird way to fucking go out. I don't want to believe it.
So no, his death's kind of a mystery.
Like,
So no one knows.
I don't want to fucking believe that shit whatsoever because he's like saying that he's gonna get fucking. Like, come on, man. That death was just so fucking cool.
It was the best death ever.
It was fucking so cool, man.
Because it was like a straight up Western standoff. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
here it is. Here's the two fastest motherfuckers. Who's gonna win?
Like, who's gonna win? It was a showdown.
Yeah.
It was a fucking showdown, man, and that's the shit that I want to remember. And pretty much that kind of wrapped up the movie. I mean, we did get an ending to where
Yeah,
you
because
got,
then you see them just taking care of the rest of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Of course, they get to Ike Clayton, and Ike Clayton just throws away the flag. He's like, I quit. No, I'm good.
you keep saying Clayton, and that keeps fucking with me. And you know why it's fucking
Oh,
with
yeah.
me.
Was it not Clayton?
It's
though?
not.
Ike Clayton? What the fuck?
I thought it was Clinton.
You son of a bitch, Shag.
Bro.
Hold on. Stephen Lang. Clanton.
Clanton. There we go, because I'm about to say...
Okay, my bad. I don't know why I was
I'm about to say,
Clayton.
bro. I was like, yo, that is weird as shit. I'm like, hey, buddy.
Ike Clanton.
I'm like, hey, buddy.
They get to
what are we
Clanton,
doing?
and he just throws away the flag. And he's like, no, I'm not in this gang. And I told Shaq, I just shot him anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, that
That
motherfucker would've got
deserved
shot.
to die.
Everyone was getting shot but him.
He just so happened to get away yet again. And yeah, that's it. You get the final goodbyes, everybody. Doc, you get his final goodbye. He's dying in a bed, essentially. I guess an old
Yeah.
school like hospital.
Yeah, like it was a hospice.
Yeah.
It was definitely a hospice.
You know, Wyatt Earp tries to play cards with him one last time. He's like,
Yeah.
damn it, Wyatt. And he's like, why would you? He's like, hey, man, look, you won. He's like, God damn it. He let me die. He's like,
He's
leave me
like,
alone.
it's like, no, he just didn't. He definitely didn't want to see his friend.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't want to have his friend see him like
Yeah, and he
this.
told him, hey, man, go live your life.
Yeah, go live your
Go
life.
live your life. You know, get that actress you want and just live for me.
Yeah, live for me because
And
I didn't
yeah.
get a chance to live. And then he tells it about like a
Oh, it gets weird. He's
Yeah, it
like,
gets
I was in love once
with my 15-year-old cousin.
with my 15-year-old first
Oh,
cousin.
no.
We were like, oh.
Like, oh no,
Like she joined the covenant after our affair. It's like,
because she knew it was wrong.
yes.
You sicko.
Right?
But I think they were probably the same age.
No, you
I
get
would
that.
hope.
And then, you know, White tells him goodbye. Thanks you
Yeah.
for already being there.
And then
Gives him a little book that says, my friend Doc Holliday.
my friend
Wyatt
Doc
Earp.
Holiday, which I think was a play as well.
Or something like that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember. And so this is apparently how this from what I've read, this was his last words. When he looks at his feet and he's like, "Well, I'll be damned." Apparently, that really was his last words. And everyone interprets it. He looks at his feet and he's like, "Well, damn." He's like, "I always told everyone I'd probably die with my boots on." You know, it's like he just knew he was gonna get shot one day. Like
Man.
someone was gonna run up on him and just end him. But nope, he ended up just, you know, I would say, I guess, dying peacefully. I guess as peacefully as you can from tuberculosis. I
Yeah,
guess.
because it's like, hey man, that shit's painful.
Yeah.
That shit's mad painful. I mean, I'm not saying that I have tuberculosis.
Well, even if we did now, it's like, oh, it's pop penicillin. You'll be all right.
Yeah, it'd be all right. But then, like, just playing Red Dead Redemption 2,
Oh, yeah.
fucking, like, you just look at Arthur Morgan fucking going through the shit. Like, going through it. It's brutal.
It's like,
But,
no.
ladies and gentlemen, that was Tombstone. A poor rendition of review of Tombstone.
Yeah.
Please just go watch this movie. Like, we
No, yeah,
promise-
that's why. Go watch this movie, man.
We promise you it's good. Better than what we explained it, except it's really fucking hype. Just watch this shit for fucking Val Kilmer. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, why he didn't get nominated for an Oscar is just a fucking crime.
You know why he didn't get an Oscar for this.
'Cause
I forgot
Val
what else
Kilmer.
came out that year. No,
I
I forgot
don't
what
know,
else came
yeah.
out that year, but it was a reason.
I'm a fucking. So this movie came out in '93. So would it be the '94 Oscars?
I believe so.
Okay, you say goodbyes. I'm gonna look this shit up.
Well, we can't really say our goodbyes, man, because we got our villain scores. So anyway, while Jose is looking that data up, once again, I want to say it's a little late, but I want to say thank you to our to one of our listeners, Alex Contos, for our new opening. You guys may remember that sound of from our feature presentation. That one is something Alex cooked up for us with the tape and everything, and that's our new opening. So thank you again, Alex. You didn't want me to thank you, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love you, buddy. Thank you again. Have you found your information, Jose?
I didn't see who was nominated.
Did you see who won the Oscar, though?
So here are the nominees.
Okay.
So I'm assuming 94 would have been when Tombstone would have been in, right?
So 90. So
because if it came out in 93, it'd be for the 94.
Yeah, that'd be a cut. There'll be a cutoff.
Okay.
There's a certain cutoff.
The nominees were Pete Postlethwaite, I don't know, for In the Name of the Father. Don't know what that is. John Malkovich for In the Line of Fire. Ralph Fiennes? Ray Fiennes or Ralph Fiennes?
It should be Ralph Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes or whatever for Schindler's List.
Yeah, there you go.
Leonardo DiCaprio for Was Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yep.
And the winner was Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive.
Yeah, okay, see? Yeah, I knew. But yeah, there was no way Tombstone was going to make it like that.
But I'm not talking about, not even Val Kilmer.
Dude, Val Kilmer was not going to get like that. You know the Academy is like, you got to be serious. And nothing about this movie was serious.
Nah.
At all. Like, that's Unforgiven. You want serious Western, you go watch Unforgiven. But anyway, Jose, you typically would ask me this question. I'm going to ask you this. What was your cinema villain moment?
Probably, like I said, there's so many moments. God damn it, this movie. No, it's probably the beginning. The Johnny Ringo, Doc Holliday stare off. Like hey.
Yeah, okay.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you too, buddy.
I hate you too. Yeah, that's probably my favorite right there. Like, I was going to say, it was either going to be that or I'm Your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Your Huckleberry. The first I'm Your Huckleberry. Mm-hmm. Like, he's just coming out here. But, like, no, that whole scene in the fucking saloon, that between Ringo versus Doc, part 1 is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
So that is my favorite one. So obviously, like I said, we got 2 villains here. So when we actually have 2 villains here, I want to see, first off, so we know, when we typically have, actually, you know what, we're going to try something else. When we have 2 villains here and we can't decide on who is the best villain for this movie, when there's not one, we're just going to put it down to our grades for what we actually have to find out who was the best one out of the bunch. It's the easiest way. You think, Jose?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just a bunch of me rambling, but let's get it on. As you know, when we do these villain ratings, we do it off a 3-grade scale. Motive, drip, and their threat level. So this time we have 2. We got Johnny Ringo, and we have Curly Bill. So for the first part, let's go with motive. I am going to go ahead and say this is a tie, considering that we're both
they're both the same. They're both in the game.
They're both
just want to run shit and just...
Yeah, they just want to run shit. No one's trying to... There's no... I'm going to be better than this person. No, and Ringo was loyal as fuck to Johnny. So, hey, man.
Ringo was loyal to Johnny?
Wow.
Ringo was loyal to Curly Bill.
Ringo was... fuck me, dude. We need to end this show. Ringo was loyal to Curly Bill.
Yes.
So, therefore, it was a tie.
Yeah.
The next one, the drip. Now, this one...
Ooh.
Who
just Johnny Ringo.
Was Johnny Ringo?
He had the little hat. He had this little duster. He was looking good.
Yeah, man.
No homo.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, man. I did like Pancho Villa's like red, but you know, Ringo. I can't sit here and say myself I'm an edgelord and not pick fucking Ringo.
Because he has that weird like cowboy hat that's not a cowboy. It's like Clint Eastwood's hat in the
it's like it sits
No Name trilogy.
It's like sits in like it's weird. It's like that, but it's like with fucking with Bill, it's like almost like a sombrero, but it isn't.
Yeah.
It's weird. So, but I like the fucking belt. I like the belt loops with the bullets and everything. But yeah, Johnny Ringo's fucking shit was dope. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna give the drip to Ringo. Mm-hmm. Okay. Threat level. This is where it gets complicated to me. Mm-hmm. Because Ringo is a dog on a leash that listens to his master. Without that, he can run wild.
Yeah.
The threat levels, like Ringo, obviously, let's be real here. Ringo would probably be the higher threat level, but he's only a higher threat level when he is not being controlled.
Yeah.
Therefore, I am going
Curly Bill.
to say Curly Bill because he can definitely control fucking Johnny at any point. Because Johnny could have fucking just tried to shoot him. Mm-hmm. And then he said, nah, but he listened to fucking Curly Bill. So I'm saying Curly Bill, by default, gets the threat level.
Okay.
Yours?
I'm still giving Johnny Ringo.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't fucking blame you. I don't blame
Look
you.
at the beginning of the movie. This motherfucker just shoots that priest. He does not give a shit.
No.
Because even Curly Bill's like, oh, fucking Ringo. Like, damn it.
Like, well, Ringo.
Oh, Ringo.
Yeah, so...
And even he admits, he's like, God damn, when you take over this gang, holy shit.
Yes.
He's like, oof.
He's like, well, I'm feeling for y'all when he finally takes over this gang, boy, because, woo. Okay.
And like I said, he finally decided, like, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, Wyatt Earp, 1v1 me.
Right now.
Do this.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Motive was a tie, Drip was Ringo, and
we both undecided.
Undecided for, well,
so I guess you could say a tie.
It was a tie. So
we both.
You know what?
We don't have a tiebreaker.
You know what? At this point, we don't have a tiebreaker within this because, like Johnny can be the bulk of this, but Curly Bill fucking commanded respect.
Yeah.
And for you to, and by edgelord law, if someone else can fucking command you respect, that motherfucker's badass. Because if you respect him and you know you're fucking crazy, that motherfucker got to be worse.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be a tie. They both, now when movies like this happen, when they're in the tie to see who's actually the better thing, were they going to get in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if there was a clear-cut winner, that person would get in. But now it's a tie. Yeah, they're going to be brought in as our guest, if anything. They're guest honor. So they're definitely coming in. So that is what I'm going to say. That's all I got.
I agree. I'll allow it. Judge Mills Lane voice.
Yep. That is technicality. If you don't like that, too bad. I am drunk.
Drizzunk.
But anyway, other than me and my alcoholism, I want to say thank you again for listening. We definitely appreciate you.
Yes.
And well, bye.
That's right. I guess, but you didn't plug in none of the shows. You drunk fuck. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at cinema_villains, right?
Why are you losing confidence? This is your show too.
No, I don't got confidence. I just really keep forgetting the handle.
Fucking forget it. Cinema_villains, Instagram and Twitter.
There you go.
Please find us.
There you go.
We love you.
Remember, 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, you fucking remember that, don't you?
Well, I got to. That's my job. That's my job. It's my job.
Jesus Christ.
You know, 5-star review, please. When you do it, I'll read that shit out loud. I will be more sober than this when I read it.
He's lying, but that's
Slightly.
okay. That's okay. We got to get out of here.
Now
guys.
we're out of here. Everybody
let's
take
go.
care of yourselves. Peace out, everybody.
Later.